Afternoon, everyone. We are going to head out on the boat on this beautiful Friday evening and go pull our stone crab traps.
So we will collect our stone crab traps and check on them typically once a week. Sometimes it ends up being once every 2 weeks, really depends. But here in the Keys, stone crab season is from October until May. So this is the last month. We've had a pretty successful season thus far. Typically, we get about 20 to 40 claws per trip, and it's usually a nice little afternoon activity after work for us. We've also been seeing a few different critters in our traps lately. Um, Favorite of mine is the baby octopus. I think there's been well, I think it's octopus hatching season. If I didn't even know that was a thing. Putting the boat in now. We'll see you out there.
See if we can find iguanas. It's always good to get some fresh bait as you're heading out. So we made it out to our stone crab traps, and here we are pulling the first trap. First trap's looking pretty empty. I was right. Bones. Load it up with the spadefish. On to the next one. Trap number 2. Neutral. I see crabs. A few good ones in here. Oh yeah.
Thumbnail.
One claw, two claw. So the main objective of stone crabbing is not just to harvest claws, but to not get pinched. When you go to crack a claw, there's a few ways that you can do it. You can either go and push down to where it stops and keep pushing, and it cracks perfectly like that. You do no harm to the crab. Nice clean crack. Or you can take a sharp tool and you put it in this back little elbow joint and you stab it and kind of wiggle it around, and the crab will let go of it. Crab is unharmed, very healthy, and ready to go back in the ocean to grow us some more claws. And with the little fellers, we take them and release them. I have no use for them. Lots of little guys. And this guy comes up short quite a bit. So he will be returned to the ocean to get bigger. And now once you get everything out of your stone crab trap, you take your bait. Here we have half a bonita. And you throw it in there. And that's it. Close your trap and hope that you catch some next week. There we had 6 crabs in the trap, but we were only able to harvest 4 claws off of 2 crabs. Sometimes you'll get crabs with 1 legal claw and 1 short claw, and sometimes you get them with both legal claws. See you next week. Trap number 3 coming down the rail. Let's see if Holly can put me on it. Perfect. Yeah, pretty good. Got some big ones. I'm not sure if that's a molt or if they ate another one. Either way, there's crabs in there. These ones, when they come in with no claws, we call them butt heads. Because they can butt your head. Beautiful crab claws.
1,
2. You may ask how I know that they're legal size. Because they're so big. Only catch big crab. Like, look at this stud. But if you look inside of his claw, you see how it's kind of brown and not worn down. Like in this one. This one's worn down because it's been used. And it's full of meat and has all the muscle in it. This one is not worn down because it's fresh off a molt. So he's pretty weak. But we're still going to take them because my dad loves the floaters, is what we call them. Floaters or lights have a bunch of salt water in them, and it makes them really salty. So since that trap did so great, we're going to reward it with a barracuda. And I'm going to take out the old molt or crab that got eaten. Just because I think it scares away other crabs, even though it may not be true. But I know I wouldn't want to go into a place if I see a bunch of dead bodies in it. So it's all out. Cuda's in the trap. Push her in the water. See you next week. So on this guy, he has 1 short claw and 1 legal claw. We're going to crack it. Throw him away with 1 claw. Another nice, very nice large claw. That one might be close. Try and gauge it. Very close. He almost made it. And another moon. It will be good to harvest. Here we go again. Short claw, legal claw. Just take the 1 legal one and throw back the crab. Same again. Short claw, legal claw. Gonna be a lot of people out there with one arm. Now, gonna rebait the trap. It did pretty well. So it's gonna get a nice, healthy spadefish that we harvested a few weeks ago when we tried to amberjack fish. No special critters today. Haven't seen an octopus or any nudibranchs. So Holly's very displeased with our harvest.
I don't even eat stone crab that much.
Holly don't like stone crab. Turn away from it hard. You're good. So if you have crabs on the lid, you want to lift it and shut it real hard and they'll fall down. As you can see, some of these guys have only one arm in here. It looks like there was another molt. He's got like a parrot beak on his claw. Good enough for me. This guy's short, and somebody already took his other claw into the ocean. One good claw, one short claw. Gonna take the good one. Get that one thrown into the boiling water. This guy looks like he's got two good ones, but he's a light. But my dad likes the lights, so we're taking it. Gotta get what you can get on these last few weeks of stone crab season. These both look good to me, so I'm gonna take both of them. As you can see, I don't miss on the cracks. Every time, perfectly clean. Crab's super healthy, not dead. Back into the water for them to regrow again. Someone lost a big claw in there. They will be rewarded handsomely. With the Bermuda chub, the fish that nobody wants.
I like them.
Stone crabs love them. Super secret bait just released. Don't tell your friends. Trap number 6. I think we're at 24 claws. Doing pretty good. I'm still driving when I grabbed it. I feel like I'm getting a little repetitive here, but there's stone crabs in the trap. Look at this big dog. Must have lost a battle for his other arm. Now he has no arms.
Are they defenseless?
Absolutely not.
They got too much ego. So humble them sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And if you take both of their claws, they kind of just go in a hole, or they'll crawl into your traps for. They go and find shelter. They seek shelter until they're able to come back out and parade around with their big arms again.
But they can still feed?
They can still feed. They just kind of shove their face down into it instead of using their arms like real people that are more barbaric about it. This one's looking long enough. Let's see. Let's see what the scale says. Scale says Try again next time. Oh well, buddy. So we're gonna feed him a Speedo.
Really a variety of bait this week.
I'm like Uber Eats. I bring the food right to his door. Number 7 coming down the rail. Oh no. We done ran out of stone crab. Oh, and that was the barracuda jaw. That's the top of the skull of a barracuda. And here's his teeth. See if I can somewhat recreate a jaw. There's the bottom jaw there. And top jaw. Well,
Trap number 7, no bueno.
trap number 7, empty. Trap number 7 performed poorly, so it gets a grunt. Trap number 7 wasn't completely empty. Had a baby octopus. Oh, he don't want to move. Oh, there he is. Little fella. He don't want. Oh, there he goes. Move on. There you go, little buddy. Well, back in the water with him. Neutral, 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 neutral. Well, there was 2 in here, or 3. This guy must have been hungry. Very angry crab. Sits in solitude, all by himself. Ah! Very angry crab. Tried to grab me. Little pervert.
Cutting that out.
Huh? He's a pervert. He grabbed me without my consent. Speedo into the trap. Looking for extraterrestrials in here. I don't seem to see any. Oh, what is that?
It's a nematode.
Nematode? Looks like a worm. Looks like an evil worm. It is an evil worm. What are those things called? Bristleworms? Don't touch them. I'm going to leave them.
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh no. Well, I honestly don't blame the crabs. I'm blaming the trap. This trap's all ripped apart. The chew out board's gone. This is broken. But since we only have, what, 2 weeks left in April?
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to leave it in the water because I'm lazy. But since it did perform poorly, we got another grunt for you. A wise stone crabber once told me, you are only as good as your gear. And my gear is awful.
But
That's why we do awful.
all things considered, these traps are doing pretty well this week.
That's why this trap didn't catch anything, because it's a bad trap. Back in the water it goes. Last trap. It's our bubble butt friend that was here last week. So you can barely see it. Where the hell do I point? Oh, right there. That's our turtle friend who has a bubble butt. As you can see, he struggles to keep his head out of the water because his butt is full of air. And that's why they call him bubble butts. We were going to call the turtle hospital on him, but he seems to do just fine. As you can see, as he takes off into the Key West sunset.
Anyway, on to the 10th trap.
The last trap. Maybe he likes it in here. Oh. Well, the turtles will sometimes chew through lobster traps. I've seen them do it to lobster traps, but I've never seen them try to attack stone crab traps. Because turtles like to eat the lobsters in the traps, but stone crabs might be strong enough to rip apart an old soft trap like the trap number 9. Letting go of trap number 10. That's the last trap of the day. Now it's time to count up and see how bountiful our harvest was. One claw, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All day. 2. All day. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 31. I guess I miscounted earlier. 31's not bad for a little afternoon pull. We haven't really been baiting them too heavily because it's the end of the season. I don't feel like buying pig's feet again because they just take up a lot of space in the freezer if you don't use them all. And that's going to be it for our video today. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Just put the right one in gear. No, right, Holly. That's the left.
I know I slipped.
Don't drive. Stop.
Okay.
No! Reverse? You don't know your left and your rights. Stop. Oh my God. All right, drive.